Congressman, they don't want to talk about any of the victims.
No.
They want us to talk about the percentage of illegal immigrants who commit crimes is so much lower than the general population. What are you finding?
Well, the American people know that when this administration on day one said, we're no longer going to build the wall, we're no longer going to have you remain in Mexico while we evaluate your claim, and when you get here, you will not be detained. Everyone came, including really bad people that they let in the country. They knew that this guy who killed Laken Riley, they knew he had a criminal record. They knew about his brothers involved in this gang, and yet they let him roam free, and we have this terrible tragedy with Laken Riley. So our report talks about these issues where they let bad guys in the country do bad things, and the fact, report we released a couple weeks ago, 99 people on the terrorist watch list, they released into the country. And oh, by the way, the person in charge of all this, the border czar, they just made their nominee. When 10 million people have come into this country illegal, they're on pace to get to 12 million, the equivalent of the entire population of Ohio, and we're the 7th largest state in the union. That's how serious this is, and they're making the border czar their nominee. I think that gets through to the American people in the end, and that's what's going to help. One of the many things going to help President Trump be our next president.
Absolutely. Kamala called the wall a vanity project. She's mocking Donald Trump. She wants to pay for everything for the illegal immigrants, wants us to do it with taxpayer dollars. And then we have the 99 that were released that are on the terror list. Do you suspect that we're in for another 9/11 attack here in our country?
Well, the guy who chairs our, Tom McClintock, who chairs our subcommittee on immigration, he has talked about this. He's been speaking about this for the last year and a half, saying if we keep doing this, there could be, we don't want it to happen. No, God, we hope it doesn't happen. But the potential is certainly there. When you got 99 folks coming in, and there are others on the terrorist watch list they've encountered, how about all the people they don't know about? I mean, it's basically an open border. So, yeah, it's a real concern. But I just think it's amazing. The lady who is the border czar, they make the nominee. The lady who did the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which actually caused inflation.
And they mocked the fact they said it's not for inflation.
Yeah, exactly. That's the person. And that same individual is now going out talking about price controls, which we know creates scarcity, which is going to, I mean, that's there. So, again, at some point, I think these things get through and we get past this sort of honeymoon period with the vice president.
They know about her record. Yeah. That's why she's not giving interviews. They want to hide it because a lot of Americans don't realize how left she is.
Yeah, but these debates are coming. And President Trump, we saw how great he did against in that debate with Joe Biden. I think he'll do a great job again. I think J.D. Vance against Tim Walz, I think he'll do a great. I think it's amazing. Walz is the guy who said, he's the guy who started the whole weird thing. And I was talking to a group yesterday. And I said, weird. J.D. Vance came from the humblest of families. And then was, I mean, a family on public assistance. He's United States Marine, Ohio State grad, Yale Law School, successful in business, best-selling author, sold so many books they made a movie about it, United States Senator from the 7th largest state in the union, vice presidential candidate, and he's 40. That is not weird. That is amazing. That is exceptional. That's the American story, and they're going to make fun of that. Right. Go ahead, keep going. Wait till the debates, where I think our guys are going to win.
By the way, Austin has keep Austin weird and keep Portland weird. I think that's their base. Real quick, you know what she's going to come back and say? She's going to say, Kamala Harris, I was tough on the border. I cracked down as AG on transnational gangs. They're totally putting it on its head. What are you going to react to? How are you going to react to that?
Again, I think we have something we very seldom get in the United States in this great country. We can compare the last two administrations back to back.
Yep.
I mean, you got the Biden-Harris administration, and you got all the good things happened under President Trump. We went from a secure border to no border, safe streets, record crime, $2 gas, $4 gas, stable prices, record inflation. We went from a commander-in-chief in President Trump who projected strength, where Russia didn't go into Ukraine, where Hamas and Hezbollah didn't attack our best friend, the state of Israel, to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I think the American people can just step back and look at those. Look at the last 8 years. Which four do you like? Right. And that, again, I think that becomes even more clear during these debates that are coming up, where President Trump and J.D. will make those points. When the American people are smart people, they got common sense. They get like, I like the previous 4 years.
And by the way, he likes Long Island, too, because that's where a lot of great wrestlers from Long Island. He's where he's from, wrestling family.
Right.
There were more police there
yesterday.
Yeah,
really?
There were more police there than about any that we was here for a big endorsement of the Suffolk County Police Associations endorsed President Trump, and the Conservative Party in this great state endorsed President Trump. So we were there to accept those.
That's Bryan's county.
Yeah, I know.
Close, Nassau.
Oh, you're Nassau? Yeah. I'm Nassau, too. I thought you were Suffolk.
We should talk once in a while. We should try to let's stay in touch, James. Great to see you, Congressman.
Good to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
All right.